Welcome to Real Reviews. This week, we have the next installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain Marvel. It has been 8 months. That is the longest time in years we have had to wait for a Marvel movie.
So, like, what phase does this fall into now?
I've lost track of phases.
The new gen?
I have no idea what's going on with the phases. I just go in for the ride, baby. That's all I'm doing.
Strap in.
Yeah, strap in.
Yes, so this one, obviously, we wanted to see some answers with Infinity War, with Thanos and the snap. When this one was coming out, they said this one's going to take place in the 90s. There will be no Avengers. She is the first superhero that Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. come across. Mm-hmm. So then you're like, well, how does this tie in, right? Unfortunately, you don't see any of the tie-in. This is in itself an origin story of Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, she's on the Kree home planet. She's on the Kree home planet. She's a part of kind of like these bounty hunters or like a Black Ops Kree like workforce.
Yeah, Black Ops Kree, we'll say. Task Force.
You know that. She knows she's human. She's not Kree. But she has lost her memories. She doesn't know what's going on.
But she's got Kree powers and plus some other powers too. She can shoot like phasers out of her fists. Photons,
whatever. But it's not until the movie she lands on Earth. There's a reason why she's on Earth, and then she runs into Nick Fury and Coulson, and then she starts putting the pieces back together.
I love seeing a pre-chip on his shoulder Nick Fury. Yeah. Like a bit of a happy-go-lucky Nick Fury, cracking jokes, which is not the Nick Fury that we know of. Yeah. Like, have you ever seen Nick Fury smile in any Marvel movie? Yeah. This one you do. They introduced the Skrulls, which are a shape-shifting alien race. He's very upset about it because in the comic books, Skrulls are kind of like evil. And in this movie, they kind of try to sway your judgment of them. But I think they kind of do that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like you said, like Spider-Man, like his iron suit and like his teched up suit. I think Marvel's kind of Cinematic Universe is kind of doing their own thing.
Like I would give mad props if they were like the next movie. They brought in like a secret invasion where they wanted to make the Skrulls look good just so that they can hit us hard in the future where like they are evil. But that being said, I didn't like the way they looked. I didn't like how Talos.
I thought they were quite like comic accurate.
The way they changed was very cool, but the way they looked, like, just looked very phony, and I was like, eh. And then Talos, the main Skrull, has an Australian accent. I'm like, awesome. He has an accent.
Why not?
None of them else have accents. I'm like, sweet.
You don't know what part of the galaxy he grew up in. Maybe he watched some TV when he was growing up and it was Australian TV. I don't know.
Who knows?
That's a little. There's little things that's like a little nitpicky.
But it's things like that brought me out of the movie. I was like, eh.
But Jude Law had his English accent and Brie Larson didn't. Why do some Kree have accents and some don't? You can't just. I think there's the line. What accent do you? No, what accent do you pick? Because then there's a whole can of worms on social media. Like, why are these all American speaking? Why are they all British speaking? You know?
I don't know. Like I said, the Skrulls I wasn't a fan of. And then another big part that kind of threw me off was, at the start, Jude Law is training Brie Larson. Don't show emotion. And it's built up to look like she's very emotional. She fights like with anger or just her human emotions. But like throughout the entire movie, she doesn't show emotions. Like she has a little smirk that she does, like in that scene, and that's it.
It's because she learned her lesson.
There's no emotions.
She learned her lesson.
So she's being told not to show emotions, but she shows emotions when she's getting beat up by Jude Law. It's like
He's ranting and raving about this movie, and I guarantee it's going to be barely under my score. Who's like, it was pretty good. Maybe not. I will say it is very like girl power orientated, which I'm fine with. I have a young 6-year-old daughter, and she watched it, came back. She's like, she's like, I love Captain Marvel. I'm like, good for you. You love Captain Marvel. So I like the kind of, even the soundtrack too is like all 90s like
no doubt.
Yeah, girl band music, which is fine with. It's kind of cool. It's like its own little thing.
Yeah.
Overall, it's enjoyable. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Ooh, one more thing I didn't like. Fury in his eyeball. You finally see what happens with his eyeball. Who cares? At this point, like a lead up of 10 years for nothing, I thought. For me, 6.5.
6.5, 7.5. I say go check it out in theaters.
Of course, go check it out.
He's a comic aficionado who's like, oh, I don't know. They've changed too many things, people. Go check out our Facebook page and give it a like. Give a like to the review of Captain Marvel, and you can find out how you can enter to win a $30 gift certificate to Perkins Restaurant and Bakery. And guess what? Perkins, you can go there every week and check out their new menu items.